Alright everybody, I was in the mood to make a video, and I thought what better way than to showcase my progress on Caelum for those of you who care. A couple people seemed to like it last time, so I thought I'd do another one now that it's been a month or two. And because I'm going on a vacation in 2 weeks, and my uploads have been sparse as is, so I thought, what the hell, why not, right? We recently moved, that was fun, but enough about me. So this is on the tail end of the cherry forests coming in. As you can see, there's one over there. Let's just get started. So first and foremost, obviously, I've added these jungle trees just because, I don't know, I didn't like that it was exclusively flowers and it was a 4x4. I forgot to put the padding back down onto there. Sorry, we're kind of winging it here, folks. Just a tad. So we've got that, and the majority of what I've done is I've spent a lot of time just trying to add some color to the city, add some more stuff to it. So as you see here, you walk in and you have trees here instead of just this giant open patch of nothing. Added a little fish pond here, I added a couple of those. Along here, I've added like some more carpet in places, especially like up here and around. I've added more tree, more like little bush decor here and there. So like here, I've added some grass carpet and some regular carpet, kind of willy-nilly, but enough that just to add some more color. Got some tapestries, some mural carpets, for lack of a better word. We have this here, which then goes into the memorial that I have here. And as you can see here, some carpet. I have cherry trees and some down there. And the mural actually works as it's supposed to now. Because of course, pardon me, because of course this is meant to simulate water. And I've added the chapel from Vapid Town in the middle, and then the houses all around there. Nothing else has really changed over here, that's all the same. Nothing's changed over here. Just wanted to make a point to add just a little more color here and there. The museum has been updated from the last time. I don't know if I actually showed that, but I changed the floor. It was this like abysmal white and it was so jarring to look at. I got rid of the armor and added a little block of crying obsidian. Pardon me. Got some armor here, which looks a lot better in my opinion. But other than that, that's really all that I've added. I don't know if I showed that or not. I really need to look at the old video to see what has and hasn't been shown, but too late now. Let's see. Landed here. The aqueduct I've changed to where it is now flooded. And I've had this floating, obviously. And in here, just fully submerged with some goo everywhere. Of course, these guys have found their way down here. I don't know. I made this was like one of the first things I made, and back in the day I was super proud of it, but I hated how open and boring it was, and the limitations of trying to make a reflective surface, so I just was just like, what if we submerge it and add some tendrils, and it's just like something to find, you know? So there's that. The slums, I have added some garbage bags and some general litter, and I've also crowded them. It's a lot more crowded than it used to be. Because I just thought it was a bit too open for like a slum, you know? So a bunch more tents, super easy to make. This tent has been smashed now because debris. Up here, as you can see, I have added, like I said, some more color. Pots and pans and whatnot. Pots and pans. Just trying to really... I might have gone a little overboard here. I might get rid of some of this, but I just think it just looks nicer in my opinion. Nothing much has changed under here. We'll go under there later. But adding like just like a little strip of green here, here and there. I changed this area to where these trees are now sakura trees, and you can now actually go in here, which is something you could not do earlier, as you see. We'll get to that in a bit. Alright. Let's see. We're going to go over here. As you can see here, I've added more color and cover and such. I got rid of the lanterns that were up here. Just be a little more consistent. Right? Just hear him sloshing about. We're gonna fly back on up here. So I actually added windows to the little craft house here. Like so. And then here I've added a little divider to the stairs. Here's just a basic little like dark green prismarine strip, just again, just for the sake of color. I have also altered, I've added this here with strategic breaks so that you don't have to run all the way down or all the way back to get through it. And then up here, I've added some more colors, some more carpet, changed up this mural just a little bit, added this here for events and what have you, some plants. Just overall looks a little nicer, you know. Let's see here. Rug. More plants. Now, all of the angels, for some reason, have decided that this is the spot they want to congregate in, so I'm gonna have to get rid of them at some point. You see here, more stuff here. I've changed this rug. Instead of black to white, it's now white to black. Just a little thing. Another mural. Murals here, there, everywhere. Let's see. Bunch of more color. More murals around here. Stuff. Open hedges and what have you. The Silent District hasn't really changed. There's a new entrance into the underground tunnels. And I took this area back here and made it like a pool, just for the sake of doing something back there. This area has not changed at all. I still just think it looks nice. So this whole area is untouched from what it was. I upped my draw distance, which is why you can see stuff like that now, and I'm kind of embarrassed that it's not as far away as I thought it was. Whoops. Prison. I don't know. The only thing that's changed here is I did something mean. I made the wall higher just so you can't see the trees over there. You used to be able to if you stood right here, but now you can't. Just because I feel like that's absolutely something a prison would do. Added a new tower, just because, so you have the tower over there, which lets you look at, like, everything all around. And then you have the tower way back there that lets you look. And so I wanted one sort of in the middle, and I think this is the best one, because you really get to see a large chunk of the city and all the various little areas in it. We have a nice little strip here with multiple, every type of leaf, with the exception of cherry. Put some trees all around. All sorts. The biggest change is going to be Matrimony Square here, which I have completely brought to life with just sacred cherry trees and what have you. and I think it looks beautiful, just because, you know, marriage is a pretty sacred thing, so it would make sense that they would treat it as such. Of course, you have this house, which you may notice has been cleaned up, a fountain has been added, and it's all very neat and tidy, and things are very different now. For one, you may have noticed that there is no longer any blood trail going through here, because now it has been changed, if you'll pardon my voice crack. Also, there's a giant wall in the way, but you can still get in there. It's not hard. Because you go through here, this hole is still here. I've also added these lights in various places. And now that's the reason that that has fallen. And it still leads to the same place, just follow the trail. The trail's actually shorter now. Got your hole in the wall. I did add an easier access point here that you actually are able to hop back out of. I've not changed anything over here. Nothing really to show off there. I've added more greenery here, as you can see. Like, a lot more greenery. Same with around here. Added a fountain here. Added a rug going all the way over there. And here we have the Great Fish Fountain. I don't know. I was in a mood to make something. More stuff around here. And so now this area, while it is to the reactor that's under here, both of them, now we run through here, all along this way, and it is a shortcut to the level below. So instead of running all the way back that way, just to run all the way back over here, now you just have to run, just flip up through there, nice and convenient, all the way through. And then up here is where the biggest changes have been made. This area was very barren, it was very bland. I had put all the buildings I wanted to, but it still looked just so empty. So I've added more like little flower paths and some trees everywhere and whatnot. Even over here where it was also pretty bland, I've added some more stuff. Just to really make it look a little nicer. And now I have also added a particular area over here. You hear the warden, ignore him. This house. This is the biggest house in Caelum. As we see here, has an interior, a front room, there's a basement that we'll go into in a bit, bathroom, living room, kitchen, right, one room, laundry, and a garage. Now, we'll go upstairs really quick. You have a room. Right. You have an office. Bathroom. Look down there. Another room. And then a master bedroom. And another bathroom. And so, another way to look out here. My bad. Then we'll run down to the basement. You have a rudimentary weightlifting looking thing. You have a TV on top of a storage box there. You have two TVs here with a garbage can in the middle of a big sofa. You have in here. Have like heating and whatnot. Storage. storage, storage under the stairs, another room, right, with a shelf and whatnot, and then a whole bunch of storage for random mishmash. Now you may wonder, why is this house so much more grand compared to every other house in Caelum? Why is it so different? Well, that is because, so a couple months ago, but at the beginning of July, we moved out of my childhood home. I lived in there from like the age of like 6 to 25, give or take. I'm still 25. And we moved. And it sucked, because that's the only house I've ever known for a long time. And this house is the layout of that house. It's not one-to-one, but it is in general. I just wanted to put it here, because this house is very important to me. And it sucks that we had to leave. But, you know, you gotta leave. You gotta move on. You gotta do your own thing. So, it sucks, but you have to. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to build it. It was important to me. But enough sentimentality. Now we have 2 new areas. First and foremost, down here. Oh yeah, I can show you the change I made. So I don't know if I showed it off in the last one, but the soldiers had just like leather armor on. But now, you'll notice, I've given them this, like, really cool-looking, tattered armor. I've also given some of them swords. Including the general down here. And his horse. I forgot to remove that. So yeah, and that is the beauty of armor polish, like what I'm wearing right now, because it looks nice. So I'm actually going to do this real quick. If you too would like to have jacked up looking armor for like undead soldiers, I'll show you what to do. Go in here, right, and get the silence trim. Get some chainmail armor, like so. Find you a color that you like for the, like, so for example, let's say I want red. I don't know why I got a anvil, that's not what I need. Pop that up there. For those, and now you can create some really nice looking tattered armor. So, excellent update. Now they just need to get rid of all the brown on leather armor, and we'll be good to go. But enough of that. So now, to Caelum food processing. And you run down along this little stretch here, all the way down to get here. You come on in here. I forgot to shut that door. Right? And you enter into food processing. If it looks messed up, it's because it's supposed to. Alright? We've got some experimental cows here, and then you have all these forgotten cows and pigs and sheep and what have you. Which then leads into butcher attire. Right? With hackles. Which then leads into the meat processing. Which in turn leads to the freezer. And then of course up here you have corporate doing corporate stuff, right? I don't know. I thought about putting another forest down here, but I've done that like 3 times now, and I thought, you know what, let's do something a little different. And so the fun fact, this is actually the biggest building in Caelum now. And I got done making it like an hour ago. Okay, making sure all my doors are shut. I don't know. I also just thought, like, at the very end of the map should be, like, a bunch of food, basically. Oh, whoops. Oh, never mind. So yeah, this is now the biggest building, at least in terms of, like, sheer volume. So that's one new area. The next new area actually doubles as more fast travel, quote-unquote. So we're gonna head on over here and go down here. And so down this way, obviously, is the way to the boat area, which can lead you back into the main area where the junkyard and all that is. And then down here there used to be a grate here. There is no longer a grate, right? And then down here is more, for the moment, empty maintenance stuff. But you run through here, and this leads back out into the Silent District. Like so. However, there's one more area I made. I actually made this area like a couple days ago, but it leads into here, which is now the Maintenance District, where all the maintenance workers live. And the sort of smaller, humbler, Spartan look of it with the industrial lamps helps to reflect that. This was actually something my brother thought up, because I forgot that you can switch daylight sensors to detect night, you know, like they're supposed to. And so, now when it gets night, they all switch on, like they're supposed to. And that is what these do as well, these like industrial things. So this area is here. I added a little bridge here connecting to, you know, that place. Just because of how close it is, I was like, wouldn't it be weird if like it was just over there with similar architecture? And so I liked the idea that at one point it was connected and maybe there was something in the middle of there. But after that city just went under completely, it just, no, you know, it was ruined. And the bridge just fell, and they walled it off. Made a couple little islands here and there. I changed this area to be just general, like, storage clutter as well, instead of like random old wooden plank barracks that I don't even remember why I put them there. Let's see. Made a point to the all outdoor maintenance areas have these lamps. I tried to do it to where these would come on at night only, but that's not how that works, unfortunately. But yeah, so going through here, and you have just, you know, just looks nice and Spartan. And then over here, you get into more maintenance stuff, and you go all the way down until you reach Caelum's main reactor. This is the thing that powers the whole city, for the most part. At least that's the idea. And then you have the break room, which is... oh my god. I was not aware of how forbidding this looked out of night vision. Oh dear. There we go, that's better. Just a little... so this is under, you know, the house above it, and I just wanted... this was going to be a secret, but since this was here, I thought, you know, might as well just make it available, just something to find. And then, of course, this is the cemetery. And now, really quick, let's look at some of the islands around Caelum. Starting with this one. This one... so there's one back there that we'll get to that's a lot more built up. This one was going to be a smaller version of that, but I didn't want to do all the stone stuff. So, you turned into a drowned. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. Stranded explorer with rusted armor, as you see. And all his dead comrades. There he goes. He's off to do some more exploring. No. Okay, well, if you're gonna give up, I guess you're gonna give up. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. He can stay down there. I'm not really concerned about whether or not he's found. So over here, we have just a nice little, the Agregazda, like Amish living off the land people. And in here, in this map, you just have just a nice little slice of just wholesome Minecraft. You got villagers here, you've got a farm, it's peaceful, you know. There's a campfire around. I just wanted to build something kind of humble and simple. You know? So you got fruit, food, you got chests, you got the Agregazda, and just a big old farm. Doom, 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 doom. You still drowning? Yeah, he's... I think he's gonna turn into a drowned. Yeah, he's shaking. His dumbass is gonna turn into a drowned. Well... So much for that. That's okay. We can improvise. We'll do this for now, unless I find a, you know... Unless I find a command that lets me stop him from going in the water. There we go. Alright. I don't remember if I showed this off or not, so I am going to. Even though if I did, I've not touched this. This was a one-shot where I built it and forgot about it. I wonder if you can guess what it's in reference to. There are 3 wardens in there, by the way. Wonder if you can guess what it was supposed to be. It's not that hard. I'm not as clever as I think I am. But yeah, so now Caelum is a perfect rectangle, and it is so wide that it barely enters the full render distance of the PS5. Go around. There are a couple more islands out there, but I don't know. I don't think anybody really cares enough for me to see them. I am, however, going to go over here, just because I said I would. So let's mosey on over. All the way over here. To the Caelum Cherry Blossom Sanctuary. And it's just peaceful. Cherry Blossom attendants. And, poor old Akahana. Just a little thing to go visit. Get some special armor. Be on your way. And I think that's it. Wait, there is one thing I can show. One more thing. I did a little bit of alterations within the hellscape. Within the Craglands. Let's see. I've added more, like, messed up looking armor in various places. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of that armor, though. I'll probably have to eventually. But let's see here. Added a smithing table down here, which I should have done, alright. And then you have rusted armor down here instead of the iron armor that was down here. That don't look right. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. I have added more of these here just to be mean, because, you know, there is a warden down here. And yeah, I've added faces all over here. There is a reason for that. There are other faces in the city elsewhere. So, good luck finding them. As you can see, it's just completely covered. And then in the Hellscape, or the Craglands... So, I forgot the command to get rid of their swords, but I did give them, like, priest robes. The ones that are floating up here. I think I renamed them to Crag Priests as well. Let's see. I added more, like, swords into the grounds. But other than that, I've not really done anything in here. Except for a couple of things. Some more wardens around. I added some gunk coming out of the skull in the wall here. This area, there's no longer a door here. But you are able to get in still. So you can do some stuff to get in. You know, it's Minecraft. You can find a way in, right? And so you got a new tree here, and I've put sniffers here just to add some variety. Well, Cragborn boys. And because I realized you could get in, I realized there has to be a way out, because there wasn't at first. But there is, so. I never want to punish exploration. I feel like that's a disservice to gaming. Even if, you know, even if nobody ever plays this map. I like to build it as if someday people will. And then, let's see here. I did change this. There used to be a secret little, like, alcove. I think it was here? No. It was, like, over here. Oh, yeah. It was somewhere. I got rid of that, and so now there's a little bit of debris here that'll help show you where the secret staircase is, because even I couldn't find it coming back here. And so this used to be just a big old pit full of screeching skulk, and now it is not that. Now it looks as though there was something here, but now, of course, something has eaten through the floor. Right. And I did make these so you can jump out of them. And if you do happen to hop down, I mean, you'll die, but you fall into just this pit of damning evidence of something that has transpired. Very clearly, whoever was living up here, they were concocting something way up in the mountains, overlooking this chapel. I'm being really cryptic and, like, lore heavy. It's not really that hard to figure out. I buy into my own hype. And there is a little something over here. That is a perfect musical cue. So, we got our boy here. He's locked up for good reason. He's not happy about it. I was terrified to add this in because I was worried it was going to get loose and just start destroying everything. But it's there. It can't get out, I think. But other than that, I've not added anything new in this area. Alright. Now it's very quiet. So yeah, that's the update on Caelum. Not too much has been added other than like 2 areas and just adding some color to the world. But I do want, can you like maybe? I do, however, want to showcase what the city looks like at night now, because I think it looks nice. Haha. Look at that. Not to toot my own horn, but you can't sit here and tell me this doesn't look like a resort, you know? I think things are nicely lit. Like, it's lit up in places where it makes sense for it to be lit up. But yeah. The lamps have to catch up with my rendering. The only thing I haven't finished that I'm just now realizing is that there are no lamps over here in this area. So I'll probably put some here, but for the most part, that's the update on Caelum. The City of the Sky. So yeah, thank you all for watching, if indeed you did. And I'll see y'all next time. Aw. Come on!